I didn't let my wife's AP to go to her funeral. My wife died in a car accident on a Tuesday evening. She was coming home from her boyfriend's apartment when she hit a patch of ice and slammed into a tree. The irony wasn't lost on me. She was probably rushing back to avoid missing our daughter's recital at 7 p.m. We'd been separated for 4 months at that point, but the divorce papers were still sitting on some lawyer's desk, collecting dust. Legally, I was still her husband. Legally, I got to make all the decisions about what happened next. The first call I got was from the hospital, then the police. Then, about 3 hours later, while I was sitting in our kitchen trying to figure out how to tell the kids, my phone buzzed with a message request on Instagram. Some guy named Tyler with a profile picture of him holding a fish. "Hey man, I know this is weird, but I heard about Jessica. Can you let me know when the funeral is? I really cared about her." I stared at that message for about 10 minutes. This was him. This was the guy who'd been sleeping in my bed while I was working double shifts to keep our house. The guy my wife claimed she was genuinely in love with when she asked for the separation. I typed back, "fuck off," and blocked him. But he didn't give up. He found me on Facebook, sent messages through mutual friends, even had his sister reach out on LinkedIn, all asking the same thing. When's the funeral? Where's the service? Can he come say goodbye? My kids were wrecked. Our son Jake, who's 16, hadn't spoken to anyone in 3 days. Our daughter Mia kept asking when mom was coming home, even though we'd explained it to her probably 20 times. I was supposed to be holding everyone together while planning a funeral I couldn't afford and dealing with insurance companies who wanted death certificates for everything. Tyler's final attempt was showing up at my work. I manage a tire shop downtown, and this guy actually walked into my bay while I was under a Honda Civic. "Look, I just want to pay my respects," he said when I slid out from under the car. Jessica meant everything to me. The audacity of this guy, standing in my workplace, telling me about how much my wife meant to him, like I hadn't been married to her for 18 years, like I hadn't held her hair back when she had morning sickness with both our kids. "She meant everything to you?" I stood up, wiping grease off my hands with a shop rag. "Where were you when she had pneumonia last winter? When Mia broke her arm and we spent 6 hours in the ER? When Jake got arrested for shoplifting and she cried for 2 weeks thinking she was a terrible mom?" Tyler shifted uncomfortably. "That's not fair, man. You don't understand our connection. Your connection was her sneaking around behind my back for a year and a half. Your connection was her lying to our kids about working late. Your connection was destroying my family." He tried to say something about how they were in love, how it wasn't just physical, how I wouldn't understand. I told him if he didn't leave my shop right now, I'd call the cops. The funeral was that Friday. Small service, just family and close friends. Jessica's mom tried to guilt me about Tyler not being there, saying Jessica would have wanted him to come. I told her Jessica wasn't making decisions anymore. What really got to me was during the service, my phone kept buzzing. Tyler was texting me through different numbers, begging to know where we were, saying he was driving around town looking for funeral homes. The desperation in his messages was almost pathetic. "Please, I just need 5 minutes to say goodbye. I loved her too." Yeah, well, I loved her first. I loved her when she was 22 and working at that coffee shop near campus. I loved her through 2 miscarriages before Jake was born. I loved her when she gained 40 pounds and thought I wouldn't find her attractive anymore. I loved her through her mother's cancer and her dad's drinking problem and every single ordinary Tuesday for nearly 2 decades. Tyler got a year and a half of sneaking around in hotel rooms and the excitement of forbidden romance. I got 18 years of real life, including the part where she decided I wasn't enough anymore.